love it. I absolutely love it.
I'm a super gay.
The gayest.
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live. Okay.
Cruising with Steve. Get in, sit down, buckle up. Cruising with Steve. Get in, sit down, buckle up. Cruising with Steve.
Welcome back to Cruising with Steak. Here we are, July 30th, Tuesday night, 2019, the year of our Lord. We're live Tuesday night, Grimerica FM, coming at you hard, hot, and heavy. All the hottest news, all the biggest stuff, everything you need to know. Your one-stop source for all news and information. I'm joined by Mr. James Cruz, my man, my guy.
Really rich.
He's really rich. And I'm also joined by Mr. Jerry Cthulhu.
Ooh, hello there.
Yeah. And we also got Mr. Cliff Wall, a.k.a. Felix.
He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
No, he doesn't. And we're also joined by Mr. ThatGuy.
Cruising with steak may cause unexpected side effects like uncontrollable yawning and projectile sweating. Do not use cruising with steak if you are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. As always, check with your doctor to find out if cruising with steak is for you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
Exactly.
Take 2 fingers.
No,
Here we are,
just
guys.
eat the whole bottle.
Just eat the whole
bottle.
thing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how you do
Hatch.
it. So here it is. It's all happening.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Hi, friends.
Hey. How's it going?
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy
Oh,
Tuesday.
as always is.
Happy, joy.
My bones are aching.
You got achy bones? What happened? You got
I got sickness.
you got Lyme disease?
You're sick again? Dude. What,
Yeah, you're sick quite a bit, Felix. That worries
I'm
me.
not.
No,
Yes,
that kind of
you are.
worries me. You do. You're always you got colds or stuff going on. You got you're sick a lot.
You're always
When's the
calling
last time I
off
was
work.
sick?
When's the last time I was sick? You go
When's
back
the
in
last
this
time I was
in this entire podcast history. I have been sick in like 3 years,
I haven't been sick.
and I think it's because of the antibiotics in the meat at work. It seeps into my pores.
You're vaccinated.
Oh yeah, and I've been vaccinated, so I'm superhuman.
You're unvaccinated.
Yeah, just make sure you wipe off your microphone when you're done, okay?
Maybe. You never know.
I'm two standard deviations away from the mean.
Have
Too
you,
standard?
have you gotten all your vaccinations, Cliff?
You probably got the
Maybe
same
my parents gave
same
me
course
when
I
was
did.
younger.
Yeah, we got them. I remember getting like a booster in like before I had to go to middle school. So that was 95 or 96, maybe 97. And then
I do have oh, sorry to interrupt.
no, and then I don't remember getting. Maybe I got another booster in high school. Maybe they made us, but I don't remember it.
I got a tetanus shot about 20 years ago. So
I have a whole entire list of all my vaccinations. My mom gave me a whole cardboard box of a lot of my
you can get
information.
into school with that.
I'll have to get it and I can read it next week. And then there was also a laminated illustration of Martin Luther King Jr. graduating from college.
That's weird.
Is it the same box as your vaccine records?
Yeah, it was just like little keepsakes, and I drew it real cheesy, and it's him like throwing the tassel up into the air, and then there's a picture of me all the way to the right, and it says Felix's time machine, and it's like this little time machine.
It sounds like I want that to be Christmas Steak's artwork from now on.
Little helicopter,
That is
sounds
amazing.
helicopter time machine.
Man, vaccines. Did you guys
Did you
get
have a
the,
brown crayon?
What year did they start doing what that real serious it like left the scar on your arm when they gave it to you? It was like an MMR or some shit they gave it to you. It was years ago.
Smallpox.
Was it
Yeah.
smallpox?
They use cowpox. They use cowpox virus pieces to do that, and it leaves. That's what leaves the scar.
Really?
They're called pockmarks.
Pockmarks.
And that's where the word vaccination comes from, because vaca is cow in Spanish.
Yeah.
What? This is blowing my mind right now.
Pockmarks, not to be confused with the tasty Japanese treat Pocky.
Oh, Pocky sticks?
Pokey.
I'll eat some
Pokey.
Pocky sticks.
Wait. Hawaiian pokey? Pocky?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Pocky?
No,
Pocky?
they're like shortbread sticks with chocolate on the outside.
they
You
got
dip them
chocolate
in
on it.
potato
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah.
Wait, you
Yeah.
dip
Oh,
the sticks
Kai,
into
Donnie,
the
Don.
The Weebos love them.
P-O-C-K-Y.
Yeah, Pocky
good
sticks.
Nutella.
You guys remember Dunkaroos?
Oh, I love Dunkaroos. They were amazing. Just the frosting and the graham crackers. Whatever happened to Dunkaroos? They didn't even do anything. There's not even anything similar to a Dunkaroo on the shelves,
All right,
to my knowledge.
Nutella.
Felix ate them all.
Nutella is not similar. That's not pure sugar. Are you kidding me? Dunkaroos.
R.I.P.
And some
Dunkaroos.
and R.I.P. Ecto Cooler. That was great too.
Nubis Rising in the chat says he works with a fat short guy named Vaca.
Oh, there you go. The conspiracy gets deeper.
It runs real deep.
It does run deep. Speaking
It's
of deep
conspiracy.
running conspiracies,
Ooh,
we got a lot to talk about. How about how Clinton body count was trending on Twitter this past week?
I
that's
like
kinda
it.
Cool. Yeah, I like it too.
oh man. I mean, I got a list. I got a list of a lot of people on this list.
You got that list, James?
There's a lot of people on this.
You want to read from that list? Go down.
No, there's too many. I mean, this goes back to like, God, it goes back to the 90s.
Well, I worry that like the term Clinton body count gets thrown around so much
Yeah.
that it's like one of those things where you say it enough it loses its meaning, and people are just gonna be like, yeah, whatever. Like they'll just accept it as reality, but
Right.
not really associated with an awful thing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
People are desensitized to the word. The term.
Yeah, and they're trying
Kinda
to
like
desensitize us.
racist. Everyone's desensitized to that now.
Or like Dershowitz trying to lower the age of consent to 14. I mean, and then double down on it. Respect. Oh man.
There's a few notable ones of, but I mean, like 34 random Air Force personnel. Like, I mean, are these people that have like randomly like been around the wrong place at the wrong time?
Were they associated with the
Yeah,
Clintons though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
5 random Navy aviators. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's like, what the?
keep in mind that a lot of air crew and a lot of aviation people hang around doing executive transportation service for the executive branch, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people in the Air Force that end up landing places and seeing things. That's why they have to have usually they have to have pretty high clearances for stuff like executive transportation and logistical services for those kinds of stuff. So so it's not unheard of. If I don't want to attract anybody's wrath. I don't want to say any names, Hillary, but if there's some kind of if they see something.
Say something.
It would not surprise me that something happens to them before they can say something.
Say something.
I was
This is why I think Epstein won't make trial.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're trying pretty hard to protect him. I mean, they got to the extent now that the defense attorney is worried about it and is actively trying to keep him from getting killed.
Was it his attorney?
Yeah. His defense attorney has been lobbying not lobbying, but
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein is in danger of being murdered before his trial, says victim's lawyer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, it's not his lawyer. It's the lawyer who. There's a woman.
it's the lawyer
who's-
of one of the victims.
Yeah, but he was apparently served papers very soon, like within moments of when he became ill or tried to kill himself or whatever.
Tried in quotes kill himself.
He choked himself out.
Yeah.
He needed Alex Jones there to do it for him. or Johnny Bravo. They would have choked each other out real good.
It's just
I heard
crazy,
that's a thing.
And then
all
there's
that
all this
practice.
shit. There's that video that Anand posted this morning about how the Obamas apparently unfollowed the Clintons on Twitter, and they're like washing their Twitter history of having any association with them. Which it's like, You can see, like, I don't know, man.
It's like that. It's like that video with. It's like that ad with the lady that I unfriend you.
Yeah.
Posting the pictures on her physical wall in her living room.
And something about like that makes me just think of like how like old people think of the internet. Like when Trump talks about bleaching, like how they bleach the emails. Like I just absolutely love when he screams stuff like that. They bleached them all. Like,
acid wash is what he says.
Yes, at the acid wash. Thank you.
People are like, what, bleach bit, you mean? Well, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Like acid wash.
He was mocking Hillary, though, by saying that. But nobody got it.
Oh, no, not at all. It just sounds hilarious.
Because when the press asked Hillary if she wiped her server, she goes, "What, you mean with like a cloth?" Remember?
No, I don't remember that, but that's great.
Oh, yeah. There's a picture of her holding the cloth or whatever, like holding her hand up like she's wiping her server.
Speaking of servers, I was listening to I was just a couple random synchros right there. I was just looking up tinfoil hat because I was gonna mention some stuff about this Clinton stuff that he's been posting on Instagram lately. But I was listening to his show today and they had that Jordan Say there on. And they were talking about Pizzagate, the Comet Ping Pong Pizza, and about that shooting there. And guess what? The only thing that was shot in that place was a server.
Oh yeah,
What?
A computer
It was like
server.
One round and it went through a wall.
into a computer server.
Yeah. How did
Like,
that possibly happen?
Yeah.
Oh, that was at Elefantis' place, right?
Yeah.
Burnt to the ground.
There's like a lot of weird effort.
Yeah, and it burnt to the ground, didn't it? Yeah, they burnt it down
Yeah.
not too long ago. What?
Well,
Yeah.
Which, by the way, putting a hole in his platter does not make the data go away. Just so you know,
Yeah.
if you really want it,
Well,
get it.
There's more to it because the kid came in with like a rifle.
yeah.
It was a shitty like.
They arrested the kid on the spot, and then like
Wait.
He was seen later getting uncuffed by the cops and stuff, and just like hanging out with them, like like it was just like a hit piece to like
he was an IMDb.
bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
he had an
here's-
IMDb account.
Here's the thing: when he went in there and he threatened to shoot or whatever, she got off one shot and it was pointed down to the ground.
Yeah.
That's the one that ricocheted into the computer in the back room. Took out the hard drive. It was like a magic bullet.
That's absolute magic bullet.
Like that's ever happened before.
But he actually got sentenced to some nasty shit, allegedly.
yeah.
Like a long time in jail. Like
Yeah. So did Reality Winner, allegedly. Because she was real.
Yeah.
It's the thing, man. It's like everything that's stemmed from like Pizzagate, from just the mounting QAnon stuff, everything, it's all hitting like a peak point right now. Like the Epstein thing is just like that's people are frothing at the mouths for this. It's like conspiracy wet dream to bust this guy and just take down everything around him. It's crazy.
That kid Edgar Madison Welch got sentenced to 4 years in jail. 2 years ago.
Well, and then this was kind of all related to the thing that I was reading the other day that he had posted about. Okay, so this Hillary tape of the horrific act she and Uma performed on a living child is to be potentially released in August. It will shock all that see this and realize who she was and where we are headed. And had she won the election, it will sicken even the strongest hardened soul. Prepare yourselves, America. So Sam says, I've been telling you about this video for years. It's 100% real. So brace yourself. This is what all the cop suicides and deep fake videos are all about. So seems pretty crazy.
I definitely do not want to believe that video is a thing.
Yeah, I hope not either, because that's gross.
Which video?
The one with Huma and Hillary fucking up a kid or something, and some shit going on.
Aberdeen.
Frazzle drip is how people are calling it. They're saying that's a file
okay.
name.
I've seen that term.
Person
and I'm like,
said about deepfakes. I said about 4 weeks ago. that they were starting
It's
to
true.
bitch about.
Like that's why they started rolling them out and putting them into the lexicon. And people are talking about deep fakes, and then
they're still obvious, and you could still tell what's going on. So
yeah. Well, you posted some good ones yesterday in the chat, sir. With that Keanu Reeves and Forrest Gump. Yes, it was good.
when Jenny turns out to be Keanu, too, that was
Keanu
hilarious.
also.
That's the problem with this stuff nowadays, dude. It's gonna be so hard to even tell the truth about anything. No one's gonna believe a goddamn thing.
Look at.
I don't know.
I watched Endgame last night. Look at that. How many of those characters were digital?
Oh, like half of them during that entire fight scene. That was an entire CG scene.
Oh,
Like,
all the fight scenes are CG now,
mhm.
but
It's a great movie, man.
the close-ups and everything, it was hard to tell. Like the
Yeah.
one with someone who's really dead, though, was on. And why didn't Tony Stark just snap his fingers and make himself better? What the fuck?
Who knows? Who knows?
That movie was weird.
Yeah, all the Marvel movies are.
No, up until that one.
They had a go at the dead guy in the dead guy in the live film. Oh gosh, it was in the early noughties, I think. What was it? Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. They had Omar Sharif in there after he died.
Is that the one with is that Leonardo DiCaprio on that Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow? Or is that something else?
I think
Somebody
it was. I think it was. I want to say it was Jude Law and Angelina Jolie.
I think you're right. Yep, Jude Law and Angela. Yep, Gwyneth Paltrow, Giovanni Ribisi.
I like Giovanni. He's good.
Yeah, he is good. He is good.
Fuck is going on out here? I gotta.
But actually, it's,
Natalie Wood died while they were filming Brainstorm.
yeah. Well, yeah, and they finished it without her.
I know.
And I have to wonder though if that was about editing or was that about some kind of CG fuckery. I don't know.
The whole movie is controversial. Besides her death, there's other shit going on. Douglas Trumbull, was the producer and director and writer of it, and
Yeah, he did 2001 too.
Yeah,
I
he did
know.
a ton of special effects.
I know.
Douglas Trumbull.
The dude is a hidden hand in the CGI business, these days, because he's not really up front, but he still works. I mean, he's still advising people.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's still alive. How old is he?
He's got to be in his 80s or 90s, probably.
Not that old.
Let's look it up. Douglas Trumbull.
DuckDuckGo, tell me.
DuckDuckGo. I need to go onto the dark web to look this up.
He's 77.
I do DuckDuckGo because fuck a bunch of Google.
Yeah. I don't care. Whatever gets me results for something simple like that.
There was a good article.
Oh yeah, 42. So he's 70, 79,
77.
77.
Good year. 42.
1977 was a good year.
Yeah, 77 was a good year also.
No, my math sucks. No, he's older than that. Oh yeah, he is 77. No, that's right.
Felix, does your shirt say manufacturing rocks?
Yes.
I love that. Because it does.
And it's got an electric guitar.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is that rocks as a noun or a verb?
So what do you guys think of the small town fairs? I'm sure you got fairs going on around you.
Fire?
Small town what?
Fairs. Like a fairground.
Fires.
I went to one
Fires.
a month ago.
There's
Yeah.
a radio.
Well, we had the 4th of July stuff. There's always one around your town.
Yeah. I
Really?
hate them. I hate fairs.
I love them.
I'm out in
everything
I'm
about
out
it.
in the inland northwest, right? So this is east of the
Yeah.
Cascades, in the Pacific Northwest, right? So there's a bazillion tiny towns out here, and everybody's got a fair. We have a Ren fair here in the town that I'm in Idaho.
Okay. Sorry.
See, I can get down with a run fair.
It's fun, where else can you go to see, large-chested women in bustiers serving large flagons of beer and
Hippie women.
and turkey legs, right?
I'm surprised
In
those
the
haven't been
middle.
canceled. In today's climate, those haven't been canceled yet, run fairs. It's shocking.
The last
Yeah.
fair I was at was the Wisconsin State Fair, and I milked a cow. And I liked
Oh,
it.
you milked a cow.
Now, was that in quotes, or did you actually milk a cow?
I actually milked a cow for a quarter.
Are you sure it was? How do you know it was a cow?
Oh God! I had to pay $0.25 to milk it.
You had to pay to milk?
Mhm.
Man.
It was, to the whatever Wisconsin Dairy Association.
The cow didn't pay you?
No,
Yeah.
but I scored the milk out of its teats
Interesting.
for it, and I got pictures of me doing it.
That's a lot of moolah.
It is.
Oh, man. There it is.
And then my former brother-in-law fed popcorn to a horse, and it started to choke, and we ran away.
A couple years ago, 2017, there was the Ohio State like fair. I think it's in Columbus, and it made CNN, whatever. It made all the headlines, but it was a newer ride, but carnies, yeah, put it together obviously, and
Yes, they did.
it's like a big swing that goes back and forth, but also when the swing, there's
Like a pirate boat.
yeah, but it rotates. So imagine like a disc that spins. So this thing goes flying down, and then the disc just goes launches through the air, and then it killed the kid and injured let's see,
Wow.
manufacturer of an amusement park ride that malfunctioned at the Ohio State Fair in July of 2017. Said on Sunday the deadly incident was caused by excessive corrosion. The fireball. It was called the fireball.
Yeah, it sounds badass.
Collapsed July 26th, killing one person and injuring 7 others. The ride consists of 6 rows of seats that spin around 40 feet above the ground as the entire structure moves like a pendulum. And there's a video of it. You guys can look that shit. I mean, kind of. You see you see it break, kind of, in the aftermath. People with cell phones can catch state fair fuck ups, but they cannot film a fucking UFO for the life of them. I don't get it.
Well, that's at least 8. That's at least 8 more people that will probably never support state fair again. So I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And state fairs fuck up all the time, but you gotta have your phone in your hand when a UFO shows up.
Are state fairs like a uniquely American thing? Do they have this in other traveling carnies in other countries?
I can't believe this ride's 18 years old. This thing looks like a newer ride, man.
The closest thing I saw traveling overseas, the closest thing I saw to a state fair was a wedding procession in Algeria where the groomsmen were hanging out the side of the car waving around those red road flares while they were hauling ass up the highway. That was
man, just lawless countries. I want that.
Just lawless, insanity.
Hanging out windows with road flares in your hands, that's the dream I'm looking for.
Having like one of them like bachelor parties and like one of them crazy little tiny sheds with like 800 people above the fire code level and the whole thing bursts into flames, dude. You always hear some crazy story. Yeah,
yeah. Dude, I remember there was a few years back just a bunch of decks collapsing in Chicago. Like people were out grilling, and you'd load all these people would go out on a deck, and then just boom, just done. Yeah. It's crazy. Idiots, drunk idiots. Let's all pile on this fucking deck.
It can happen.
Absolutely.
In other words, Tuesday on Cruising with Steak.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's pile on this deck and let's see one of these days it's gonna fall out underneath us. Yeah. Man, but not yet. 2 years strong, still consistent weekly. Actually, we got a couple more shows coming up. We got we'll have a show this Thursday coming up with Darren Grimes of Grimerica. Gonna be doing a nice little show with him. Then we're gonna have another. That's the same time we'll be live. Then we're gonna have another show on Sunday with Ryan Peverly from A Culture. So that'll be same time too.
It's all happening, dude.
Yeah, we're going live with him. So tune in, guys.
I had him scheduled on my show and then he bailed.
Otherwise, listen to the feed.
So I'm definitely crashing yours.
Crash it. Yeah, so that'll
Speaking
be a good
of Tuesday, I have the origins or etymology of the word Tuesday.
Let's hear it.
You do.
Once Tuesday, Tiwes space Daeg. This day was named for the Norse god of war, Tyr, Tyr, the son of Odin and Frigga. He was called Tew.
Friggin' Odin.
by the Anglo-Saxons.
Pew.
Tuesday.
The more you
I
know.
also have another etymology.
Oh, let's hear an etymology. I like it.
Lethargic or lethargy. Is that how you say it? Lethargy?
Yeah.
Lethargy?
Yeah, so there's a couple ways to pronounce it. Lethargy or lethargy is the state of being lazy, sluggish, or indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
The ancient Greeks believed in the reincarnation of souls, and they had an interesting way of explaining why. When we are reborn, we have no memory of our past lives. In Greek mythology, the underworld, or abode of the dead, was separated from the world of the living by 5 rivers. One of these was Lethe, Lethe, the river of forgetfulness. Before a soul could go back to the upper regions and be born again, it had to drink the water of Lethe, which wiped out all recollection of past events. The Greek myths give very few details about the underworld, and it was the Roman poet Virgil who painted the most vivid picture of Lethe's banks, teeming with countless souls waiting their turn to drink and be reborn. Virgil's imagery gave rise to the Latin word lethargia, meaning morbid drowsiness and forgetfulness. This was transformed through Old French into the English word lethargy, which now also has the broader meaning of indifference or apathy. The adjective lethargic describes someone who cannot rouse himself to action, whose brain has been emptied, as if by drinking from the river Lethe. Another less common adjective that comes from the name of the underground river is Lethean or Lethean, causing or inducing forgetfulness.
Dude, I drink from the river Lethe every single day, I think.
Lotus flower.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, man.
You like that?
I do. I like etymologies, words. So the Romans basically just ripped off all the Greek gods, right? Maybe.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the case.
Yeah. Well, the Greek god, the Roman gods, the Romans had a bunch of crap gods, right? So like Jeff, the god of biscuits.
Aw, dude, come on. Jeff's a good guy.
No, the Romans co-opted almost all the Greek gods.
But the truth is, I'm a nice guy.
Well, didn't they just kind of like conquer everything and then just sort of adapt and say, no, we'll take some of your stuff just to keep the people on board?
They had plenty of other shit to do besides figure out what kind of fucking gods to do.
As they overtook cultures, they absorbed their gods into their paganism.
Yeah.
Then Christianity. Then it turned into Christianity with Alexander.
History.
And that's when they kicked all the old gods out. And then it was, Saturnalia became Christmas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. It can happen. It did happen.
It's the ether. It can happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's the ether.
Remember that Yes song? It can happen.
It can happen.
What was the name? What song?
It can happen to you. It can happen to me. It can happen to anyone eventually.
Yeah. It can happen to you. That super high voice, John Anderson, dude. He's not part of Yes anymore. You know that?
No.
John Anderson?
Yeah. Boogied.
Cool. I got a special guest coming on for the second half.
Is Yes still? Oh, you're scoring wild cards?
I'm scoring people and content live during the show.
You're pulling in ringers?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I got a surprise for the second half. It's gonna be
John
a
Brisson.
report of a UFO festival, and it's gonna be fun.
Is K-Dog coming on to talk about Keksburg?
Possibly.
I like it.
Yeah.
We'll get K-Dog in here. The report from Keksburg.
Yeah. So give him a minute, but yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Good, because I got nothing to talk about. I don't even know why I'm doing a show tonight.
There's always tons of stuff to talk about.
We got this.
Shit.
We got this.
I could just go through my Twitter feed because I put up a bunch of good.
Yeah, you put a ton of,
Isn't
do
it
that every-
funny? Like when it comes showtime, you're like, man, what do we want to talk about?
Exactly.
Like,
And
I
all
don't
day
know.
long, I'm
I
reading
don't
Jerry's
care
Twitter.
because I thought you guys do.
Oh, come on, Jerry. Come on.
Come on.
I got to. So this company, Orbit Beyond, was the company that won the contract, if you will, from NASA to make the lunar lander for their new Artemis shit.
Okay.
And they dropped out. They're like, we're not doing this.
Probably because they found out that it was all fake and they had to do all this faking. And they were like, no, we can't lie.
They were supposed to see. This is the thing. So they were supposed to schedule. They were scheduled to fly their first of these 10 missions, I think, in September of 2020.
Wow. Yeah, that's right around the corner.
Yeah, it ain't happening.
Oh man. Okay. I don't mean to fucking derail it all, but but it's just a throwback to the I don't know. I now that I have derailed it,
you got this.
it's a throwback to the Clinton body count, and what it was I searched the Twitter thing, the hashtag Clinton body count. It was trending, and I mean, like the first obvious. Who do you think's the number one like on that list?
Seth Rich.
Yes, yeah, Seth Rich. He was shot in the back twice while walking home, July 10th. 2016. Nothing was stolen from his body. He is the one who leaked the DNC emails to WikiLeaks and Julian Assange.
That just came out in a court case.
Later leaks reveal a hit.
Wait,
was
they
put
finally-
on
it finally
set
got
by
confirmed?
Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
All this is confirmed?
No, not maybe not that part, but
These are people who were close to or involved in investigating, etc.
There's this
activities by these people.
Robert Cousins, CEO of the Clinton-linked Compass Group. He helped build the Clinton Presidential Library in Little Rock, Arkansas. His son, Will, worked for Open Britain, a group funded by Soros. Both died in a plane crash on the same day as Bruce Springsteen, January 21st. What? Not Bruce Springsteen, Bruce Steinberg. January 1st to 2018. Jenny Moore, Monday, August 12th, 2018. The body of journalist Jenny Moore was found in a DC hotel room 1 month before she provided evidence to the DHS and FBI concerning Bill Clinton raping children on a private yacht.
I love how your son's just soaking up all this info right next to you. Raping children. We can't talk about that now. Oh, that's great. Isn't it crazy though?
Yeah. Joseph Rago, a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist for the Wall Street Journal. He was found dead in his New York home on July 20th, 2017. On the day he died, he was sent to meet a Russian consulate to get information on Hillary Clinton obtaining Veraforum, a Russian drug company. The list is ridiculous. I don't know. Anyone that is tied to the Clintons, you're dead.
Basically.
Yeah. So
basically,
watch out. Watch your backs.
Watch
Did
your
you
backs.
get Vince Foster?
Vince Foster.
Well, I mean, she's obviously a demon. She has that. What is that? That curry or whatever it is from eating babies. Like she's obviously the Kuru.
Here's a good one. Barry and Honey Sherman. He and his wife are both found strangled to death in their homes in 2017. Supposedly, he strangled his wife and then himself. They founded Apox, a drug company that supplied medications to Haiti and Puerto Rico through the Clinton Foundation.
Look up Peter. God, I can't remember the guy's last name. Peter something though. He died in Vegas or Utah, or Just look for all the people named Peter recently, like in the last 4 years. He died from a helium asphyxiation by helium.
What?
I'm serious.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
I'll find it.
Sorry, yeah,
I know you're not reading.
I mean, I'm reading the thing, but I'm sure that'll come up eventually as I'm scrolling down through this. Let's see.
Peter W. Smith.
Peter W. Smith died of a helium overdose.
Helium overdose? I like it.
Is that what it says?
I don't know. Is that what I thought that's what he said? It was something to do with helium.
No, it should be on that list. He's pretty proud.
Michael Hastings, BuzzFeed reporter, a reporter for BuzzFeed and Rolling Stone. His car exploded 3 separate times on June 18th. He was exposing Pedogate, leading to the firing of General McChrystal. All linked to Clinton and Podesta. Holy crap.
What about what's his name? I forgot.
Clinton?
No. Breitbart.
Joe and Carol Palladino on July 7th, 2018, their home in New Jersey suddenly exploded in a massive blast that shook the entire neighborhood. They were set to testify against Hillary for the following week for their deaths. What? The court case against Hillary Price was gouging on medicine. Okay. Oh, Paul Walker. What? Oh, my hero. Oh, he was set to come forward exposing the Clinton Foundation.
Did you just say Paul Walker's your hero?
In Haiti. Yeah. Is that why he crashed his car into a tree?
Interesting.
I don't know
choice
about all
of heroes, James Cruz.
Yeah, you guys don't have to announce when you leave. We could see you're gone.
Who's
what?
leaving?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not even looking at that.
No, I know.
Wait, what happened?
I'm just letting them know they don't have to announce.
The Antonin Scalia.
Antonin Scalia. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Steve sent an email to John Podesta 3 days before Scalia was found dead after a party. It meant
suffocation.
Wet works, code for assassination. Yeah.
At a golf ranch in Texas.
Actually, it was a hunting ranch in Texas.
Hunting ranch. I'm sorry, hunting ranch. You're right. Golf.
Well, hunting, golf. I mean, it depends on how bad you shank into the woods.
I don't even know.
Chester Bennington, the dude from Lincoln Park.
Chris Cornell too.
Yeah, he's next.
Guys, can you hear me right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I can,
No, my Zoom's like completely locked up. It just is not responding.
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain. Yeah.
Kate Spade, David Spade.
Some of these people were found with a red necktie or a red cloth.
I'm going to try to restart Zoom.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, Kate Spade was one of those, and then
jeez. Sorry, guys. Man, we got to get this going. I'm coming back. Everything's coming back. Could you imagine if it was just a Grimsteak solo show? This would be disgusting. Okay, we're getting back in Zoom. Joining. Coming back. Joining with audio.
Recovering heroin addict. And he always said that if he was going to kill himself, he was going to overdose on heroin, and this is clearly not that.
Yeah, in the Bennington article, he worked with Chris Cornell to expose the pedophilia ring against the Podestas and the Clintons. He died in the same manner as Kate Spade and Bourdain, hung on a doorknob.
There you go.
Yeah,
but they're not just those two. There's lots. There's like 30 of those.
Yeah.
And it's reminiscent of like a Colombian necktie. It's a mafia thing.
Yes, the Colombian necktie.
When that guy holds his head like that, he's got antlers.
Yes, I do. A Colombian necktie is when they slit your throat and they pull your tongue out through the hole. That's a Colombian necktie.
That's the connotation with being strangled on a doorknob with a red tie.
Symbolism.
I'm not seeing the connection, but okay.
Symbolism.
Okay.
I mean, you figure if you're already going to kill somebody, you may as well give them the Colombian necktie instead of symbolize it.
Tells everyone who sees it what went down, but it still looks like a suicide to the cops. No one can prove it. You know,
they just don't want to pin it all on the Colombians, maybe, but we don't know.
Yeah, it's racist. It's racist.
Yeah, we
it's
can't.
a non-violent Colombian necktie.
What do you do? PC assassinations? I like it.
Why couldn't it be an Ecuador necktie?
I don't know.
We call it Paraguay necktie. And just call it. They could just do laser tag assassinations.
I'm gonna grab another beer. I'll be right back.
Judy Gibbs, penthouse model, had an affair with Bill Clinton while working with law enforcement. And
here's a question.
Yeah.
Playboy Mansion. Brownstone operation or not?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Hugh Hefner, CIA asset or not?
Right. Marilyn Monroe.
I wonder if there's any ties to Epstein to Playboy. I bet there isn't.
Other than his subscription?
Yeah, I bet there isn't. Because I don't know. I really see Epstein's operation as a dirty, like, we're going to fuck you over if we caught you in this thing. Kind of, it was a by the balls kind of extortion. Whereas Playboy is just your wife's going to find out you cheated on her. Big difference. Like, you could sway evangelicals with the Playboy blackmail. But like Dick Cheney, you'd need something from Epstein Island to get him to budge. You know what I mean?
Here's some that go way back. Well, the Playboy chick that was from 1986.
Are you laughing at me or are you agreeing?
No. I mean, it's the turn of phrase. you need something from the. No, I get it, but you need something from Epstein Island to get him to budge.
Yeah, totally. He'd be like
a 12-foot stick or something,
So I fucked 3 bunnies last night. Who gives a shit? He doesn't care. His wife doesn't care. She's like, he'd kill her if she cared. It's fucking Dick Cheney.
I don't know.
I don't see Cheney being a kid fucker though.
No, not at all. But I'm just saying, that's the 2 classes of brownstone operations going on there.
Yeah, but I could see him like murdering and eating kids, but not fucking them.
Maybe there's some of that going on. Nobody knows what was going on Epstein's Island. So.
No, not at all. Especially,
we never will.
Oh, I think there's people that know.
No.
Yeah,
but we won't know.
We won't. And it will be such a stain on everything if they let all that out. Like, shit'll just be crazy. Because right now it's that thing where it's like everybody kind of knows that the elites do fucked up shit. Like, it's in media. Everybody's got it in their brains. It's since Eyes Wide Shut. It's been out there.
But here's everybody in the world has a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
And if this shit was really going on, there would be more leaked videos.
Unless it's like, dude, you can't even get leaked videos from like a Dave Chappelle stand-up set because he takes the cell phones away. Like,
yeah, does he?
There might be a no cell phone policy on the island or something. Like, who knows?
There's got to be evidence somewhere. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who might have evidence, but whatever ends up coming out is going to be so fucking horrific that there's not going to be a question about who needs to go down. But I also think that that's not going to come anywhere close to what the actual thing is.
Probably not, but it'll stop a lot of the iffy people doing it.
Yeah.
The non-hardcore, the weekend pedivores.
Yeah.
If you will.
But it's also like, dude, it's with Epstein getting taken down, it's also going to create like a power vacuum. Like, who's going to step in and be the next trafficker? Like, it's something that's never going to end.
We don't know that his op is still running.
That is true. Yeah, they could have been passed on already to some freaking Libyans.
Yeah, to Facebook or something.
Yeah, who knows, man? The world's fucked up. But you know what's awesome? The good vibes that Cruising with Steak sends out. Because no matter how crazy the world is, just take a look. I'm going to say that 99% of our audience is privileged, white, cisgendered people. So just bask in your privilege. and just love life for a while. Maybe not cisgendered.
What does that mean?
Oh yeah, we
Wait,
discussed
where's
this
that
in
going?
chats. Cisgendered is being a. Let me fix this. There we go. It's being a just straight regular person. I shouldn't say regular. I'm getting an echo back from somebody, and it's not me.
Everybody mute.
I think it might have been from that guy.
Hmm.
Okay, we're good now. There's no echo.
What does cisgender mean?
Cisgender is you're just straight, attracted to the opposite. Where's that coming from?
Whoa.
Yeah, you hear it? Okay, it's
Yeah.
coming from that guy definitely. Because when he mutes, it's gone.
Muted.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. When he mutes, it's gone. But
Your gain's too high on your mic. It's picking up your
or
speaker.
something's going on with voice meter. Voice meter's a temperamental
Oh, it's voice
bitch.
meter? Just turn that shit off.
But no, it's just a heterosexual straight person
Yeah.
that's
So you mean-
cisgendered.
Just regular?
Yeah. I don't want to use those terms though, Jerry. Come on.
Don't self-censor, you fucker.
Regular? Yeah, regular.
You're normal. Not
I
that
know.
have
I
any
know.
against
No, I
gay
know what you
people,
mean.
Transgender people or whatever. But it's a small percent of the population. It's
Right.
tiny. Less than 5%, maybe 10%. So everyone else should have to have a label because they've identified themselves with a label. Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. I refuse it. I do not accept it.
There's a good run on these people from 86, 88. Keith Coney, a witness to testify against the Ives Henry case involving Bill Clinton and cocaine smuggling. He died in a motorcycle accident while being chased down by a car in May of 88. Keith McCaskill, another witness in the Ives Henry case. He had information pointing to the boys' deaths being murdered to cover for Bill Clinton and Mena. He warned his family that he was being targeted and told them goodbye. He was stabbed to death 113 times in 88.
There was
It
one
sounds
guy
like-
who got
was it a
who committed
suicide?
suicide, shot himself in the back of the head twice.
Oh,
Well, I mean, that's the
another
worst when you're trying to kill
another
yourself.
witness to
And
the murders of Don Henry and Kevin Ives. This is the Ives Henry case. The case that took place due to Bill Clinton's illegal cocaine smuggling. He was set to come forth with information, but he was murdered before he could. He was shot in the face in 89. Richard Winters, a suspect in the Ives Henry case, he told Dan Harmon he was willing to cooperate in the case. He was
Dan
gunned
Harmon?
down in his home during a robbery of 89. It's shotgun shot to the head. Harmon went to prison for running a criminal enterprise inside his business.
Dan Harmon from like the
Yeah.
writer of Community and Rick and Morty, and
That guy.
is that the Dan Harmon you're talking about? Yeah, dude, there's
An
endless.
informant in the Mena cocaine cover-up, which was run by Bill Clinton, James Milam. He was found dead in his home in 87, ruled a suicide, and that he died from a ulcer, and his dog ate his entire head.
Dude, I hate when my dog eats my head. It's
Yeah.
the worst.
But his head was found a few blocks away, cut off by a knife. Wow.
Man.
Jesus.
Boy, that
Suicide,
dog's
though.
got game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Another witness to the murders of Ives and Henry had info on the death of McCaskill, all led to Bill Clinton. In 89, his body, Jeff Rhodes, his body was found in a landfill. He was shot in the head. His hands and feet were almost sawn off, indicative of torture, and then set on fire. Jesus Christ. Jordan Kettleson, an informant to prosecutor Gene Duffy, who was handling the Ives Henry murders. The case would have been tied back to Bill Clinton and the Mena cover-up. He was found dead, shot several times in his pickup truck in 1990.
It's the ether.
Dude, this is a bad case.
It's the
I need to rebind that key.
Yeah, that's some unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then the Kevin Ives and Don Henny, they stumbled across a drop site for the Clintons' drug smuggling ring,
So James K-Dog is asking about is asking about somebody, Jonathan Luna. You know this guy? Is he in the list?
Jonathan Luna.
Do a word search, James. You got this.
Control F.
I don't know.
Why does he get to look up that one and not my helium one? What the fuck?
Because your helium one is squeaky. Why?
Because I had good jokes lined up for it.
Oh, okay.
Come on. You got to set him up.
Show you.
You had somebody to drown in liquid helium?
Jonathan Luna was a lawyer. Let's see. Was a lawyer found dead under mysterious circumstances in Lancaster County, PA, while serving as a assistant United States attorney in Baltimore, Maryland. Luna had been stabbed 36 times with his own pocket knife, and then drowned in a creek next to his car. Oh, Jesus!
That describes a level of dedication to which we should all aspire.
Yeah.
To kill oneself with a 2-inch knife and then drown oneself in the creek.
Wow.
Madness. We're doing whippets.
Peter W. Smith. Control F. Peter W. Smith.
Peter W. Smith.
It was initially reported that Luna did not have the expected substantial defense wounds on his hands, and that many of the wounds are shallow, which are called hesitation wounds in a suicide victim.
Yeah, they start to stab and it really hurts. I'm like, because they're pussies.
Some suggested motives for suicide. Luna was to take a polygraph test concerning $36,000, which disappeared from a bank robbery case that he had prosecuted. Luna had a charge card with his wife, Angela, and did not know about. Oh, okay. His name was on an internet dating site, which he had $25,000 credit card debt. There also
to the site.
Well, I don't know.
$25,000 credit card debt to a dating site.
Yeah, man, that's heavy.
Holy shit,
That's
dude!
not a dating site.
That's a high achiever.
No, that's some kind of porn site.
There is also an accidental suicide theory that Luna was fabricating a kidnapping and attack that it went too far.
Why would anybody pay for porn these days?
No, it's not porn. If you think about like an adult friend finder type of site, but the specialized ones, do you know what those are? They're like dating sites, but it's mostly bots. There's like a handful of real people on there. But people get
pro tip though. If you're going to look at porn, it's important to pay for it. It's important to pay for your porn. Because if you don't, that's where the malware comes from. They have to monetize it somehow. So if you're not paying for your porn, you're going to end up serving up porn to somebody else.
Here's the trick.
No malware on my.
Grim sounds like the voice of experience. Get in there.
No, here's the trick. Just look at porn on your phone. Your phones don't get viruses. At least in my experience.
Oh, right. Yes.
In my experience, if you're just on Pornhub or any, whatever you want, X videos, whatever you have, you just go on your phone and you're fine. You're good to go.
Who uses their computer?
What a great idea.
Porn?
Yeah. What kind of freak? What kind of freak jerks off in their computer in 2019? That's insane. That's insane. That's old. No. It doesn't happen.
At least put a post-it note over your camera, okay? Just if you're listening.
Dude, I broadcast it. Come on, are you kidding me? I'm streaming to Chatterbait with Teledildonics and me.
Point your camera out the window.
Not all of us have your physique, Grim. I'm telling you.
You're the
ladies,
most
if you haven't seen him.
guy.
You brought up a point. Wait, I want to say this.
Go ahead.
Think about covering up your phone. Don't cover up your camera, rather. Don't cover your cameras. Point them outside. We need to train the AI about nature.
Oh
Why?
yeah, that's a good idea.
That's good. That's
Mhm.
smart.
Yeah,
Maybe we can train the AI to hunt voles.
whatever.
And
It
mice
only makes
like that
common
outside.
sense.
Whenever we get to talk to it, we can ask it, have you formulated a theory on how we can hunt moles more efficiently?
Maybe the AI could actually come up with a coherent response to the age-old question of how much wood would a woodchuck chuck?
It's
Well, I
all
don't
the
have to
very,
really get into specifics.
there aren't enough.
That's what the AI would say.
There's not enough data to make that.
As long as it responds with Trump's voice, I'm in.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
So how do we get talking about porn? Because I was trying to say something. I forgot.
It was probably my fault.
It was.
Yes.
I'm sure it was. There's something. Backtrack. What were we talking about?
Yeah, FetLife is free. Exactly. I'm on FetLife. We were talking about porn. So, Adult Friend Finder.
Adult
They
Friend
put
Finder.
those-
There you go.
Donnie, Don.
Where's the audio loop when you need it?
They put ads. They have bot ads on. They used to have them on like Backpage and Craigslist or wherever you can find personal ads. They had, oh, I'm such a hot blonde. Come check me out, and I'm on this site.
Michelle.
People would click that link and go to the site. It's only $9.95 with a 3-day free trial, but after that, they don't read what the fuck it is, and after that, they get like a $39.99 a month bill.
Oh, scumbags.
Build your credit card. So those things can pile up if you disappear for 3 years.
Yeah.
$8,737,540,000.
That's the situation you're in. Absolutely.
Anyway,
Which is coincidentally what the bill was for the Pentagon's kitty porn subscription.
Oh man, isn't that crazy? That like
25 grand?
that there were so many people in the NSA and in the Pentagon that had like there's just endless child porn that they have, and it's just like a small news blip. It's just madness. It's madness.
it was like 1,000 people.
It's crazy.
And
Well,
nothing
for a
happened.
long time, I don't know if it still
part
is,
of their
but
job.
well, all right. So there are groups of people that do incident response and investigations that is part of their job. But the way that goes is that stuff is contained usually in some kind of a walled off area. And I know I'm intentionally being vague for the tedious pricks in the audience, but
Private network, yes.
yeah, but not just private network. It's usually in a place that is disconnected from the rest of the enterprise. But
Like Chicago
they keep
black sites where they beat black people.
Just any black site, probably.
Yeah.
this would be in a broom closet in a dark disused corner of the Chicago black site.
Okay.
Or like
That's-
in Imran Awan's garage.
That's where you get the immigrant maid pregnant. The broom closet.
Well, no, everybody was connected to Imran Awan's garage. That's
Or no,
problem.
it was the shed at that chick's house is what it was. Comcast cable going in there. Whatever. Sorry.
the she shed. No, I know what you're talking
She
about.
shed.
It's okay.
Man, what's going on with QAnon? That guy, fill me in. Give me some QAnon. Give me some Q updates.
They're all bullshit.
It's a LARP.
It's a LARP.
It's a LARP. Yeah. What's the
But
most
is
recent
it-
thing?
But is it LARP though?
Which DeFango actually claimed to have started.
Oh, DeFango did? Was this when he was getting nominated for his Nobel Peace Prize?
No, that different dude. That was Robert David Steele,
Oh, okay.
ex-CIA.
For people coming into this cold, I don't know that I don't know that I could summarize it simply. The latest thing seems to be people are predicting Q is predicting drops tomorrow. Like always, just like yesterday,
always.
the day before.
Arrests.
Yeah, no, nothing about mass arrests, but he is pointing out that both Hillary and Obama had flies crawling on them on public broadcasts.
really grasping at straws.
Well, I don't know. It
Coincidental.
depends.
Coincidental.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, and there's some astrological shit happening tomorrow too.
Oh, I heard
Big
about
time.
this. Nish posted
July
some kind of video
31st.
on Twitter about how this is like a crazy time with the way the moons are set up and everything.
Is it
And-
retrograde?
No, things are kind of good.
Today, it's a lot of shit's happening. I don't know what it all is about, except I'll tell you this. Thomas Sheridan says that it is a reality-changing event.
Huh. Well,
That
we need
it's-
one of those.
it's polarities reversing.
Well, we had a big, what was it? A meteor shower or something happened last night. That was, we went through. Yeah. Grim, to your question,
I had a question.
Q's, well, your request about what the fuck's up with Q, would we all like to know? But the thing that he's most recently stating that's the most consistent message throughout his, throughout the posts, his, they, their, whatever, throughout the posts is the most tangible thing is about the smuggling of cash by the American international community, the Red Cross.
Oh, I saw that. I saw pictures of these giant cases that the Red Cross had filled with money. Like, what is that?
Yes. So the interesting piece about that is, of course, autistic people online, right? So somebody asked the question.
The autists.
So what the fuck is this? Hey, I see a sheet of paper connected or plastered on top of one of these boxes, and it was written in Arabic. And somebody went off and translated it, and it looks like it's related to the government of Libya. There's a date on the paper that is a few days before Christopher Stevens' murder, and it's while all of that, all of the I don't want to say Arab Spring, but all of that coup stuff was going on with Gaddafi.
The so-called Arab Spring.
Yeah,
it was after it started. Yeah, Arab Spring in quotes.
Yeah. After it was started is a better way to put it.
Oh, there was so much shit that went on with that. It was crazy.
Yeah, but it was happening when chaos was setting in Libya, and
so the question is, was it
date on top of the box? The date along with the fact, along with the label that it was for the. I forget exactly what the term was. The government of Libya was. It was in that period.
Before or after the thing?
The date was before.
Okay, that makes sense. So the op was to steal the money. They took out the consulate at the same time. That was a distraction. They stole the money. Wherever that went down, that was some kind of something to Libya. This is just my speculation here.
Sure.
Right? The diversion went bad. Stevens died, or maybe that was the plan. It was like 8 stones for 2 birds,
8 stones for 2 birds. I love that.
8 birds for 2 stones.
What I say is what I say.
Yes.
The Red Cross.
So it's plausible.
The transport. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, who questions relief, right? Going into some war-torn area.
There are many things that come in this country unchecked, especially diplomatic containers.
Oh yeah. Well, so the Red Cross stuff doesn't. Red Cross stuff is not covered by diplomatic immunity or diplomatic.
But it's still in that class. It's Red Cross. It's medical supplies. Okay, bring it through.
It's not legally in that class. It's not legally in that class. Diplomatic pouches, they're not legally allowed to search. They could search.
I'm not saying they're diplomatic status. I'm saying that they probably go, oh, it's Red Cross. Go on. We're not going to search.
Right. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they have special clearance. I'm saying they probably don't get hassled.
Yeah.
I got a good this day in history fact for you.
Beautiful.
Let's have it. Get in there.
In 1974, the Watergate affair approaches climax, and the Supreme Court coerced Nixon to release the tapes.
Reaching climax.
This is like the pre-com part of the Watergate.
Pretty much just a wet dick.
President Johnson signs Medicare into law, 1965.
Okay.
Also, the Trogs take their signature hit "Wild Thing" to #1 in 1966.
Well deserved.
Most horrible song ever.
Oh man, you make my heart sing. You kidding me?
Listen to the music, like the guitar.
Take everything.
Jesus. Poorly
It could be Louie Louie.
It's
It
early
could.
punk, is what it is.
Oh yeah, we actually did a segment. I think when Felix played Louie Louie on the show, we did a segment about Wild Thing. That may have happened.
Frank Vaughn comes in from the bullpen.
Felix, speaking of jams, you got a jam?
Oh yeah, sure. And 1976, Caitlyn Jenner wins Olympic decathlon.
But wasn't she Bruce back then? Did they change history and put Caitlyn and everything?
Some
On History
Mandela.
Channel,
I don't have to
Caitlyn
really
Jenner,
get into specifics.
who was competing as Bruce Jenner.
Oh, okay.
It was a LARP.
I'm sorry.
She's LARPing as Bruce. I get it. I get it now.
Speaking of
It
Bruce,
can
did you know that
happen.
Bruce Jenner's having a kid or whatever her name is? His name?
Wait, what?
Caitlyn?
What did you just say?
Bruce Jenner's woman side?
Mm-hmm.
His new name, I forgot, but whatever. They're having a kid.
Jenner.
They're having a kid. Biological.
Yeah.
What?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it's still scary.
Golem?
Well, you know, people do what they do. Whatever.
Caitlyn Jenner's pregnant?
Oh my God, no.
Exactly. That was the thing that messed me up. I thought it was some kind of strange biological experimental thing going on. Like, whatever anybody wants to do, I really don't care. Just don't give kids hormones. That's really the only thing that gives me an issue with the entire situation. I don't give a shit what an adult does. Do whatever you want. It's fine. But don't fuck up kids.
I wonder if Caitlyn Jenner's baby daddy is Billy Bob Maddow.
Man, we need a ba-dum-chum for that.
So
Exactly.
Caitlyn Jenner is dating or with the Sophia Hutchins person.
Wait, so she's a lesbian?
Wait, Sophia Hutchins knocked up Caitlyn Jenner?
Here it is right here. I found it. Caitlyn Jenner, at 70, wants to become mother with partner Sophia Hutchins, 22, through surrogacy.
Okay. You know, just being human is hard enough to navigate. And then when you throw like all these crazy curveballs and this wildness, this is not reality.
You said
It's-
balls.
Yeah, it is
Reality
curveballs.
TV reality.
It's just silly. It's real silly.
Curveballs is what you have when you're trans.
Jesus.
Dun-dun-dun.
I think we need a song. I think we all just need to relax and listen to a song.
Please, Felix.
We need something
Save-
about
save-
aliens or cryptids. I need to get off trends.
Yeah,
Save me from
I got
assassination.
some of that coming up.
Oh, thank you, James.
Yeah.
Was there actually a point to what you were saying?
Who, me?
Yeah, did you finish your sentence? Just
No.
kinda
Was I
trailed off.
saying things? I have no idea what I was saying. I was just kind
Somebody was
of
talking.
I trailed off about how you
You're
shouldn't give
fired.
kids hormones or something like
Yeah.
that. But
It's child abuse. Just leave it at that.
yeah, basically it is. Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, did he get like his dick cut off?
I don't know. I'm sure.
You're
if
not a
if
nice
you have that kind of
person.
money, why wouldn't you get the app? I mean, go all in.
Because it's weird.
Yeah, it's only weird because we're cisgendered males and we're privileged and don't understand
Dude,
it,
don't
Jerry.
say that.
We're white.
And we're racist by default because
I'm not
we've never we don't disparage Trump enough on this podcast, so we're racists.
I am Syrian American.
Anamusuri.
Yes. All right.
And Italian.
What do you got for us, Felix? I'm muting down.
Right, this one goes out to Lamb in the chats, and it's a sad song. It's called "The Lonesome Death of Hattie Carroll." I'm not going to say who it is, but you'll know who it is. Here it is. James, you going to mute down?
No problem, bro.
Okay.
It can happen.
and Singer killed poor Hetty Carroll with a cane that he twirled on his diamond ring finger at a Baltimore hotel society gathering, and the cops were called and his weapon took from him as they rode him into custody down to the station and booked Williams and Singer for first-degree murder. But you philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears. Take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. Williams and Singer, who at 24 years owns a tobacco farm of 600 acres with rich, wealthy parents who provide and protect him, in high office relations in the politics of Maryland, reacted to his deed with a shrug of his shoulders and swear words ensnaring, and his tongue was a snarling. In a matter of minutes, on bail was out walking. But you philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears. Take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. Hetty Carroll was a maid in the kitchen. She was 51 years old and gave birth to 10 children who carried the dishes and took out the garbage and never sat once at the head of the table and didn't even talk to the people at the table who just cleaned up all the food from the table and emptied the ashtrays on a whole nother level. Got killed by a blow, lay slain by a cane that sailed through the air and came down through the room, doomed and determined to destroy all the gentle, and she never done nothing to Williams and Singer. And you philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears. Take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. Courtroom of honor, the judge pounded his gavel to show that all's equal and that the courts are on the level and that the strings in the books ain't pulled and persuaded and that even the nobles get properly handled. Once that the cops have chased after and caught him, and the ladder of the law has no top and no bottom, stared at the person who killed for no reason, who just happened to be feeling their way without warning, and he spoke through his cloak, most deep and distinguished, and handed out strongly for penalty and repentance Williams and Singer with a 6-month sentence. Oh, but you who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, bury the rag time for your tears.
Beautiful, Felix.
Man,
That was beautiful.
classy, dude.
Yeah.
You have a knack for these kind of anthems. I really like it.
Yes.
Very much. Yeah,
Magical.
very much so.
Magical.
It's out to Talam in the chats.
Well, I'm here that one.
He'll probably hear it on the recording. I know
Yeah,
he's been having internet issues at his home.
I did see that.
Yeah.
He's had
something
like
that.
no internet for like.
It's because he lives
like-
in the middle
like
of
a
nowhere.
month.
Because he's
Like,
he's just a forest spirit. I'm convinced he's not even a real person.
With claws.
Just a clawed forest spirit. No
And I
way.
will tell you this, and I said it very strongly.
Talam's been here since the beginning. Like episode like 4 or 5, he started tweeting at me.
Yep.
And he's donated, sending beautiful postcards, which I have they're just sitting here like on the desk as reminders. I got 2 of them.
Edibles.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Talam's great.
Man, here's a thank you and shout out to the followers and the chatters and
Big shout out to
everyone.
Failed too. Failed
Yeah.
thue us a huge donate.
Dude,
Thanks
yeah.
for that, man. That was awesome.
And Watcher last week, I'd still get, like I haven't bought the tablet yet, but I will. Don't worry.
He's gonna spend it all on
Anyway,
hookers and blow.
totally. Teledildonics.
Teledildonics. You're
where it
just
went.
spamming my chatterbait the entire time, watching me jerk off in a camera.
Ching, ching. That's what that noise is.
Only when you're wearing.
But dude, we picked up like a few more people jumped in the chats this week. It was great. I don't know where it's all coming from, but
It came from Keats Ross.
positive.
Because- yeah,
Keats. Hey, Keats
yeah,
going
Keats
too.
Came in.
Yeah.
Keats came in the chats.
I just listened to that today.
What'd you think of it?
Yeah. I was gonna say, how did
Let's get some
if
feedback.
anyone
Was it
listened?
awful? Was it great? Was it terrible? Was it
No,
okay?
it was expansive. You guys kind of touched on everything.
Nice.
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah,
You gonna,
Keats is
you
cool.
gonna come for the Darren interview on Thursday, Felix?
Maybe I'll pop in.
Yeah,
you should pop
he'll
in.
be in.
Just come hang out. Just come. I still think that we had the best Graham interview ever when you joined on that, and then just asked him like a bunch of real personal questions the entire
Blew
time.
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
It's so weird. I was going to call Darren today.
Oh, there you go.
It says a synchro.
Yeah, they got a big
Contact at the cabin.
contact the cabin event happening again. These guys
Speaking of
they're
events,
doing things.
speaking of events,
It's coming. It's coming.
I need to
It's-
well CryptidCon, but I also need to shout out Conspiranormal, which they'll be coming on the show soon. They are having a Strange Realities conference.
Yes.
And it's going to
I've
be in
already got
Nashville, Tennessee, October 19th and the 20th, I think. So clear that weekend out. Going to have Tim Banal speaking, Josh Cutchin, Guy Malone, a couple, Timothy Renner. It's going to be a beautiful conference. So, and you could go to, I don't know, there's a website. I'll have a link in the chat. It's on Eventbrite right now, but they might actually have an actual website for it.
No, they don't.
Okay, not yet. But yeah, I'll put the Eventbrite link in the description though. If anybody would want to attend that.
I'm sorry. They may have a website, but Eventbrite's where the tickets are at.
See, if you guys donated more, then we could go to these events.
You
Well,
can
they
still
can't-
go, James.
They can't donate Grimstake vacation time, so
they can.
that's the problem.
I'll
like
be
you guys
there.
have said
I
this
will
before.
definitely be there. I already bought my ticket.
Yeah, Jerry's gonna be there, so there you go. That's more reason for people to go. Who knows? We'll see how it works out. I would love to go. It's in October. I might be able to finagle something. Trip
I'll have
down to
merch.
Nashville.
I'll bring
I
people.
heard Nashville sucks.
It might suck. There's a lot of meth down there.
Nashville?
There's a lot of people roaming the streets, and
Well, you
I
get
heard
that in any
Nashville's
city.
like-
That's
like-
if you go to any
like
city, you're gonna have,
badass.
like we're Midwest boys from small towns. We're not used to street roamers. But you go
It's
to
not,
any,
no, dude, Nashville. Come on, it's gonna be small town with a fun town vibe.
and with like a bunch of new age shit. Not new age, but like newer.
Yeah, like there's a lot of cool shit happening in that city, dude.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
trendy joints and shit.
Right. The music's great. We'll become country fans. It's gonna be totally weird.
It's not all country.
I know.
Bit of rock and roll.
C-pop, country pop. A little bit of rock and roll. Yeah. CPAP. CPAP.
Is that what you wear when you have sleep apnea?
I think
Yes,
so. It's the sleep apnea math.
Yeah, I don't know. But my dad did one of those studies. My father-in-law did one of those things. Yeah, you just team up with your doctor, and then they hook you up with a dude, and then you got to go and stay at a hotel, and you do the breathing test, and then they basically they'll send you to like a Marriott for the night, and they'll hook you up to all these
For a
sensors.
sleep study?
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then they'll tell you
I've
if
had
you're
4 of them.
breathing or not. Oh, you've done it?
Oh yeah. I've had 4. I had a CPAP for years, 20 years.
Man.
And all you had to do was lose weight, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
Imagine
200
that.
Pounds,
Yeah.
200 pounds, yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, man. I mean, my father-in-law, he's not that he's not big at all. You know, it's just, you know, I think we just get older, things change more, you know, but I mean, he's in his 70s, but my dad, he's in his 60s. Yeah, so it's like it's a little different. My dad, you can hear him sawing logs down the hall, you know, just snoring like a maniac. Dude, I don't know, my grandfather used to do that too. Dude, you could hear him like down the street, I swear to God. Like
my wife would bitch at me for snoring.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I just divorced her.
Yeah, that was the easy thing to do, right?
Get rid of it, right?
Did I tell you guys about my
probably
night terror?
Night terror?
No, let's hear it.
Maybe.
Is it scary?
I have them all the time, but my most recent one, I think I like elbowed my wife and punched the air.
Ooh, I dumbed on it
because there was a leprechaun that was like in our sheets, and the leprechaun was jumping straight up, and I was punching at it.
Do you think that's a night terror? I think it's just like you're an active sleeper. I don't think it's sleeper. Like, yeah, because dude, I've done that. I act out shit in my sleep. I've punched my wife in the face before sleeping. I mean, I've done the craziest stuff ever, but I'm like laughing and enjoying, like I had like no clue that obviously that she's right next to me when I'm sleeping, but it's just like the craziest stuff.
What did
ever.
you watch before you went to bed?
No,
not you,
know.
James.
Oh,
Punisher.
Leprechaun boy.
I can't even remember. This is a while back. I was just mentioning it because I was thinking about it.
No, it's interesting. I'm curious what influenced the dream, or what kind of dream it was.
It was just one of those like super like instantaneous moments where it was just all of a sudden there was just like this. It was almost like they were happening in tandem, like me punching and the leprechaun appearing, all happened at like once. And
interesting.
I guess it was more like active sleeper kind of.
Do you
thing,
get?
I do have the ones where I get up and I'm like freaking out, and my catchphrase is, "Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!" And then my wife just has to calm me down because I'm just seeing like shadows.
Do you get like slow motion punches when you try to punch things in dreams? Like you can't quite punch stuff.
No, mine's full on. It's live action.
You're just blasting people.
It's live action. Yeah, it's live action.
I feel like I'm underwater punching.
I'll
people.
catch myself like when I'm doing it, and just it's the weirdest thing, dude. Like
sleep fighting.
I know I'm sleeping, but I know I'm also like just right hooking like in the bed. It's just like it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Just beating your wife.
Which is why I sleep on the couch now.
Yeah.
You're on the couch?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, yeah.
James.
Oh no, it's a blessing in disguise. Don't.
Okay.
Just wait. Just wait.
As long as you're happy about the couch.
Oh, we're all happy. Everyone in my house is happy for that.
I was just telling my wife that it's just.
It's
weird.
like the dad in a recliner. It's just I have a couch.
I was telling my wife how it's weird how you just go all your life just like sleeping on your own, and then if you get married or you're with somebody, you're in this bed with them.
Well,
it's terrible.
I'll explain. Let's see. Well, I have my youngest son. You know, he hangs out in my room, so they go to bed. He passes out in there. He doesn't even really have his own room, so he primarily sleeps in there.
Does he have like Electra complex or Oedipus complex? What
no, it has nothing. It's just they love watching. They'll watch Naked and Afraid together. They'll have fun. It's summertime. Yeah.
Is that
Shark Week. Yeah.
Shark Week and
anyway, no, but it originally started when we got on this whole CPAP thing, the snoring stuff. It started with that. It started with like a bunch of random things, which I eventually just moseyed down to the living room, and I love my living room. God,
we should do a.
How else do I watch 8 hours of Naruto every day?
We should do a Cruising with Steak challenge where we don't watch any media between shows.
That's retarded. You can do that challenge yourself.
I could probably
and see how you feel. Come back a week and we just haven't looked at any news.
I'd rather do a no Twitter for a week.
I could easily do no Twitter. I could easily do no media.
Except for the show.
Like gaming, I like to do. That's the only thing like I really like to do.
Well, this isn't fucking Lent, okay?
Yeah. I'm not giving anything up. This is insanity right now. No,
would be different. You think we just be sitting here going,
I need to maintain the addictions that I have, because if I don't have them, I'll go into worse addictions that I've once had. So I need to. I'm in a good place. So I can't quit anything right now.
And it only makes
I'm a very fragile, slippery slope. That's why I'm not good for people right now.
Or just stare at like a blank screen in the time that you'd be watching stuff and see what happens.
I could do that, or meditate. Actually, what about dude, I have so many books. I've been reading.
You started meditating and doing
Messengers.
like maybe some exercising, like yoga.
I got Mike Clelland's book, The Messengers. I've been reading.
Ooh,
I've been reading like a chapter or two a day.
How long are you into it?
Did you invite him onto the show?
No, not yet. But I'm gonna reach out to him once I finish it, and I'm gonna talk to Micah Hanks and be like, hey, hook me up with Mike Clelland. They're just I need.
I hooked you up with him already.
Who, with Mike? I thought you said you couldn't get a hold of him.
He never answered me, but I still have his email address.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him. I mean, he checks his emails. He needs to harvest stories for owls, so I'll just title it like Crazy Owl Experience, and then I'll throw the grab in.
Mine was like interview request. Josh Kutchin approved.
Josh Kutchin approved. You have to name drop.
Yeah.
Well, that was the advice I was given.
No,
Josh
yeah.
Kutchin.
What did that Keats guy say that he'll do like reviews of people's books and then they'll finally reach out to him?
Well, he says he likes to read all the content.
But then he said that he'll like review a book that he really likes, and then the author will notice that and say, hey, and then when he does reach out, that's kind of he's done the legwork and
I'm really happy that you have way better listener comprehension than me, because I don't remember any of that from the show, but I'm sure it happened.
Just listening to it today.
I don't go back and listen to the shows.
At work this morning,
worried.
And a chunk of fucking 1928 building fell on my forehead and almost split my fucking forehead open.
Jesus.
And right now, oh dude, I have this knot on the left front of
Why don't you have like frozen peas or steak on your head right now, James?
Yeah, that's right. I know, dude. I can't believe it didn't split my head open.
Yeah, dude, you're just taking building to your dome.
It's right on my dome, dude. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, dude,
I
posted that picture this morning. Oh my god,
yeah, dude, you look like death.
I was a wreck. Oh my god,
you were
dude, I'm like 14 feet up in this little corner of the stairwell, and it's so hot up there. And then I'm like sawing this huge I don't know, like a month ago, like a portion of the ceiling like came down there, and we're like, man, we gotta fix that one of these days. And we're kind of like not much going on until actually tomorrow. I'm gonna do another whole demolition thing, but finally, like, let's work on this. So I'm cutting this huge, well, I don't know, maybe like 4 foot by like 3 foot piece of sheet, old school plaster lath like material.
You got like oscillating tool or
with a saw. Yeah, I have a sawzall. No, not that, but it's a company called Rigid, and it has like
oscillating tool.
Yeah, kind of. It vibrates really quick. It mimics a saw, but it has like a flat end on it, and you can
oscillating tool.
You can buzz it. Yeah, and so and it makes a nice straight line. So I'm buzzing that, dude. All this shit's coming down on me. I mean, I was sweating so hard. All the dust and rock and concrete's like falling out of me, and it's like turning into concrete on my arms because of the sweat and the moisture mixing with it. And stuff from like 100 years ago. God knows who knows what's up in there. Yeah, and it's just all coming down, and I'm pulling these chunks off. And this probably like 6x8 just chunk, just bam, right in the forehead, dude. It's like, oh my God. I just screamed out down the hall. Ow.
We were hard hat.
I actually had goggles on. Thank God. I would have been a mess if I wasn't wearing that. I still, even with those on.
Goggles.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Straight up like scientist goggles type thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And
like Beekman's World.
Yes.
Remember that shit?
Yeah. Like one of those. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was wearing those, but yeah, and they were fogging up. It was so fucking hot in there. And immediately, that's when I went outside. I'm like, oh, you guys gotta see this. I was just annihilated in a bunch of garbage today. It was ridiculous. And now my head hurts for the last few hours for sure. It's kicking in, and it's all like, I don't know how it didn't gash it open, but it must have bluntly hit it instead of sharply hit it. Yeah, she saw it. She was like, what'd you do to your face?
She comfort you?
It always looks like that.
She comfort you?
No, she's like, ow.
Did you get comforted? That's what I want to know.
She empathized?
Hey, check this out. My wife went to this my wife went to a podcast show, like they tour.
Right. Yeah, they did like a live podcast.
Yeah. And
did she plug the show?
Oh, there's no way.
Oh, come on.
There's no way. Yeah, there's
Divorce.
no way. No, she listens to this podcast called Watch What Crappens. And
I like that. Okay, Watch What Crappens. I can get behind a podcast like this.
It's a ridiculous dig on like the whole Housewives, like that whole genre.
Sponsored by Squarespace?
No, they're
MeUndies.
No, they don't have anything like that.
My Pillow.
But they are a big show for sure.
So let's get them on.
Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it?
And then rub in your wife's face.
That would be hilarious, dude. No, but she actually went out and partied with them like the rest of the night. Her and her sister and stuff. They had a lot of fun that night.
They do dancing.
They do a live. They go on tour like the whole summer, basically.
It's all girls.
They do Dancing Bear.
No, it's two gay guys.
The gay guys, never trust a gay guy.
Yeah, and they used to be writers for like Saturday Night Live, like a bunch of shit, like whatever night shows or whatever. But so they're really funny, and they do a really funny job. But she went to this thing on last Thursday, and their sister, and they had an insane time there, and yeah, and they got that. I went and hung out with them the rest of the night for a couple hours and all that.
Caller, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
We got a caller. We got a live caller on the air.
It can happen. It's about time. Can I? Okay, yeah, this works.
It works. Hi, this is K-Dog. What's up, K-Dog?
K-Dog in this bitch.
He's in this bitch.
Yes.
You're live on the air.
What were you guys just talking about? I missed it. I was.
No, I just I was
I think James's wife went to a dancing bear orgy party. Where there was something like that going on.
It was kind of like that, but it was actually like a podcast, and they went on tour. And
it wasn't anything that I said.
And they recorded
on their Instagram page.
Yeah, on their what?
She ended up on their Instagram page.
She on their Instagram.
Yes.
Does your wife retweet? Does she plug our stuff on Instagram?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Does she really?
Yep.
Did she end up on their Instagram page?
Yeah. Then they have some Facebook group that she
I need
was
to get
on.
a wife. I need to get a wife to plug our shit.
My wife supports what I do. It's what I do.
Wait. What was the touring thing?
It's a podcast. It's called Watch What Crappens.
Okay.
And it's about like Real Housewives and all that shit, like that genre of shows. And these two gay guys just rip and mimic and just have a lot of fun doing the show.
Reality TV shit talk.
Yes, yeah, reality TV shit talking at its finest.
Meta.
And these two guys, they go on tour. They go on tour like all summer, and they're all over the place. And they were just in Cleveland here, and my wife and her sister went to it. And then they went and hung out with them afterwards, and this and that.
It's that successful. If you guys did
now my son, my youngest, or my oldest son, Grady, he's 13 now, and he was like, "Dad, when you going on tour?" I'm like, "Fucking
yeah." Could you imagine the world tour?
The CWS world tour. That would be phenomenal. I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
A hot tub on the tour boat.
Tour boat hot tubs.
The hot tub on the back of a flatbed truck.
We definitely, or an El Camino. That'd be badass.
Oh, dude, even better.
Yes.
Man, I got a couple of El Camino stories, but we'll save those for later.
I got El Camino.
There's enough UFO conventions and shit. You could just, your tour could just be you guys tailgating and smoking DMT in the parking lot.
Oh, that would just.
Oh, dude, you could bring
all it would be. What else would it would be?
You just bring cases of whippets and just do whippets with everybody. It'd be awesome. All summer long. Ready whip, here I come.
All summer long.
Speaking of festivals, K-Dog. Hold on, guys, you're stepping on my awesome transition. Speaking of festivals, K-Dog, you were just at a festival, right?
That's absolutely correct.
I nailed it.
Yeah, you just killed it. Yo, actually, before we get into it, you guys are a little late tonight. There's no bitches on the show.
I know, right? Suzanne's not here. Yes. She's the female energy. She's got responsibilities.
There's only 5 of you, right?
There was only 5 of us.
I know. It's like Voltron, and we're missing a leg.
Who's on? That guy, Jerry, and Felix?
And Felix, yeah.
Oh, that guy's gone.
Felix right now is like, I gotta go.
And Felix is going to bed now. Because he's got
to wake up at 4.
Yeah. Oh, man, get to sleep. What are you doing still awake? Go to bed.
You're still here?
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed your story, K-Dog.
There was none yet. It was just
I thought it was a micro story.
Are you awake?
Micro stories.
We're talking about CWS World Tour, drunk in the parking lot.
It's happening.
High on DMT.
DMT, yes.
I'll be there.
El Camino.
The DMT.
And an El Camino hot tub.
And the whole time.
The entire time.
El Camino. The problem is the problem is with the El Camino is like keeping it like running to like travel from city to city. That's the problem.
And no airbags. That's another problem. I think it only has
airbags.
You don't need airbags in a car like that. A car like that, you can handle anything.
Airbags.
You can survive anything.
You go right through the windshield.
No way, dude. The other cars will go right through.
People didn't start dying in car accidents until 1995.
That's a fact.
That's when they the speed.
Them bumpers were so goddamn strong. You have no clue.
Everybody survived.
Yeah,
it is fucked up. There's no bumpers anymore. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, there's a steel in them things.
Get the fuck out of here.
They have crumple zones.
I crashed into.
God, I took apart. I had a 2001 Jetta and I took it apart, and there was like one part of metal on the entire front bumper. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's all foam and plastic and like
injection molded plastic, baby.
Yeah, that. Well, not even that. Until you take obviously the stupid the rubber bumper off. I mean, whatever. You take that off, and then it's more plastic, and there's like some styrofoam, and you take that shit off, and then you finally you break it. Yeah, like an hour later, you're down to the front of it.
And then if you do get in an accident, it costs hundreds of dollars to replace it. It's a scam.
Exactly.
With the insurance.
Your car just fucking self-destructs. It just crumbles.
Yes.
And you have to replace the fucking thing. That's why you need
Designed
a steel bumper, so you destroy everyone else's car. Like it's like twisted metal or something.
Exactly.
Right. Put
Kill
spikes.
everyone.
They're designed
your
to
hubcaps. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, back then you get in a head on, and then the two bumpers would be smashed. That's it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Buy a new chrome. Buy a new chrome bumper.
Kid's still in the car seat. You're good to go.
You need like a steel F-150 from like 1988.
Oh, that's a classy truck.
And it'll never get destroyed.
Never.
No.
Yeah, you'll fuck a car up these days with that thing.
My brother got in a crash when he was like 17 with one of those, and like the paint on this fucking thing, it was like an old hand-me-down.
Yeah.
It was like peeling. I remember when I tried to get in one time when I was like 15, it was a giant shard of like lead paint went under my fingernail and fucked my finger all up. Like that's how that's how awful this rust bucket was. And some fucking idiot crashed into him, who was some like lawyer in a brand new car, crashed into his back bumper, and it totaled his car.
Right.
And he was all fucked up. He was like on his cell phone. All the airbags like knocked him out. It smashed his car. My brother was like 17. He had like the tiniest dent in his bumper.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great time.
My parents had to be like, "It's cool. It wasn't your fault. Fuck that guy."
We'll take the money and run.
Fucking fine. Yeah. Like you got insurance. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to bring that back. Make America great again.
Yeah, MAGA, baby.
Yeah, bring it back,
Piss
dude.
through that boner.
Yeah.
The greatest president that God ever created.
It's true. It's totally true.
Donnie.
Don. Oh, so good.
See ya, Donnie, Don.
So what festival? What festival did you go to, Kato?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Just get into that. Yeah. So it was the Keksburg UFO Festival, which was it's Keksburg, PA. It reminded me. It was like
How many Keksburg jokes got made?
No, I was thinking beyond that. Yeah, Cuck. But I was thinking beyond that. Kekistani.
Yeah, Kekistan. Yeah.
I should have made up a Kek flag.
Just a bunch of frogs.
Yeah.
Well, they had an old-fashioned days. They had to have a frog jumping contest.
Oh yeah, that's some pedo gate shit. I think you're not allowed to do that
They had bed races.
You're not allowed to. Yeah, that's some pedo gate shit too.
Dude, at our old-fashioned days where I grew up, we had big wheel races. You actually had the tubs where used to make the tubs, and then they had grease pole climbing, they had frog jumping.
How's the tubs work?
The tubs were those old cast iron fucking things, dude. Yeah.
Or are they on like a fucking dolly or a skateboard?
Well, yeah, you got to strap on 2 axles and some 4 wheels.
Get some wheels on that bitch and take it down a hill.
Let her rip.
That's badass. That would fucking kill somebody.
Hell yeah,
a car accident that would destroy a Ford Focus.
And then those tubs are no joke. They're so heavy.
Dude, I used to do some renovation for my aunt's like a slumlord. So when I was a kid, she'd be like, "Yeah, go work, like for $8 an hour, just destroy everything." So we ripped these apartments apart, and second floor there would be these old fucking clawfoot iron tubs.
Those cast irons.
I worked with this crazy old dude. He was just like, "Yo, I take these things, I sell them or whatever." I was like, "All right, how are we gonna get them out?" He's like, "Just throw them out the fucking window." We just crawls all the window out for this like 300-pound fucking.
They're so heavy.
And then you just like drag it away later. Like, no shit, for real.
It boggles my mind, like how when they were building these things, like how did they get half this shit like up here, like five dudes carrying a tub?
Yes,
like,
tons of immigrants on the backs of hardworking immigrants.
The backs of hardworking immigrants. Yeah,
that's how they got them up there.
Two words: Wap Dago.
Yes, exactly, man.
Let's get James saying towel head on this show.
Mexico.
Oh yeah, dude, how about that? Oh my god,
that should have been clipped.
That was pretty
wild. It exists out there.
It's around
in the ether.
It's in the ether.
I think I even put in the show description. We got a little bit racist.
We got a little bit. Not come.
Did you mention the T word?
The T word. What, Trump?
Trump. Man. So how was Keksburg?
But yeah,
K-Dog?
yeah. So Kekistan was cool. It was so we drove out there. It was like 4 hours outside of Philly, and Lady Aboshi, me and Lady Aboshi, and she drove. It was for my birthday weekend. She drove.
Happy belated birthday!
Thank you.
Is that why you shaved?
Yeah. What's up with that?
Yeah,
we're just derailing you left and right.
Are you 33 now? This is K-Dog and introspective.
How old are you, K-Dog?
32.
32. Okay.
Just a young boy.
Yeah, you're a baby.
Supple young man.
Right.
So
your dick still gets hard. It's beautiful.
Yeah. You know, but I shaved upstairs and down. I shaved my balls.
Oh, excellent.
Wow, I went to one of my
who doesn't
phone call shows. Well, you know, Lady Aboshi likes a little rugged, you know. So she wants the hair, man.
The hair, hairy.
She wants
forest.
She likes
they get caught in the ball stretcher.
No.
Oh man, yeah, I feel you. I'm the same. I know.
That's a young man's game.
Shaving pubes is a young man's game. It absolutely is.
Fuck all that.
It absolutely is. I haven't shaved my pubes in like 5 years.
Yeah, he's got the time.
Dude, who needs to?
Ain't nobody got time for that,
man.
I know.
Women aren't looking at my dick anyway. Who cares?
Well, she's pretty much screwed. She's my future wife. She's just stuck in this relationship. So
she's just stalking.
She's just gonna take what she can get.
Yeah, man.
You know. After she stopped, you got to keep it light down there, guys. You know, if you're active,
you can't. You can't see the force.
Give me 2 years, I won't be active at all anymore. I'll never do that.
Yeah, once you get in a nice, comfortable relationship, you just stop caring.
You'll be sleeping on the couch like me.
Yeah,
totally rad. Like, what else are you gonna do at 2 a.m? Watch sleep?
Well, shit. She'd be happy if I was like watching anime all
yeah, that's what I said. How else am I supposed to get all this in?
She's cracking the whip on my anime learning. So
yeah.
But yeah, at my work, I work in a pharmaceutical lab. I'm not supposed to be allowed to grow facial hair at all because it's like quality control. There could just be fucking face pubes showing up on someone's medication or some shit. I don't know.
Wait.
I just do whatever I want. So
wait. You work in a pharmacy lab?
I work in a pharmaceutical lab. Yeah.
So you're gonna have the hookup when you come to CryptidCon, right?
No.
we're gonna get crazy.
No.
Thank you, James.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Our controlled substances, they wouldn't let me near them. Come on.
Yeah, it's true. You are a degenerate.
No, it's really small. They only it's mostly a veterinarian lab. They only produce like some controls, and it's very small.
No ketamine.
But what I would imagine so, and like some kind of like opiate shit, opioids or whatever.
It's compartmentalized. You don't really know what you're working on.
Yeah. Doggy Percocet. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I'll eat dog perks. I ate dog Xanax when I was like a senior in high school.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking medicine.
I have taken animal drugs before. I am not above that.
That's why we're soulmates. That's why we're soulmates.
Or below that. I'm not below that either. No. Come on. Work smart, not harder. What's it?
Work smarter, not harder.
It's true. It's a fact.
So true.
True.
Very true.
But yeah, I'm not allowed to have facial hair in there for whatever reason. But so I didn't notice. Who noticed that? Who noticed my facial hair? I'm sorry.
I did, dude. Yeah.
It was your recent pick.
When he was stalking you.
I can't have facial hair either at work.
If you follow K-Dog on Instagram.
Can't wear a beard screen?
No. They don't allow that.
We
There's a
can at
lady-
my job. I just don't do that.
Apparently, the fast food places here don't need to wear hairnets.
Hmm.
Some do and some
Gross.
don't. There's this new joint that opened up, and they all have hats on, and their hair's tucked in, except this one chick's got I don't know what they're called. The head wrap.
Oh, she's a towel head.
I don't know if it's a burqa. No. I don't know if it's called a hajj.
Jerry, you shouldn't have said that.
You should have.
That's
I
racist.
didn't say that.
Why are we laughing? Because it's funny. Oh, God.
Rude. It's very rude.
Burqa.
Something Donald Trump would say.
Burqas,
that
yeah.
racist.
Racist
So
Trump.
how do they?
Burkini. She's wearing a burkini.
That reminds me
The
of.
bikinis, yes.
I heard someone talking about Ilhan Omar.
I was gonna bring her up, and I thought better not to. But
So this dude went on to say he was talking about how she wears red lipstick and hoop earrings and nail polish, which apparently are big no-nos for
so she's a
Muslims,
fake. She's a fake Muslim.
essentially, or some kind of lesser, like casual Muslim. I don't know.
She,
you have people
what
who
if
are-
she is? She could just be milking it, for these libtards. They love
And
that stuff.
she married her brother. Apparently,
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. Like if you're a good.
Oh, dude, that's another. That's another trait or thing they like to do.
Those possessed by demons? Who what?
No, they like to say,
"Damn it,
they're
James is
married,"
racist.
and they're
I knew
like
you were gonna
brother
bring
and
this up
sister
on
and
my
shit.
Really? Is this
Yes,
something you've
that's-
encountered? You've encountered this in your
I've
life?
encountered it. I'm encountering it now in one of my buildings. Yeah.
So you're just going around, private detective. You're like, that husband of yours is your brother, isn't he? And you're
Yep.
just defending people left and right.
Well, she
I'm
and the
not
guy she
offending
married,
anybody, but that's what they're doing.
They
Yeah.
told you
father
that?
of her
Yeah,
and the
that's
guy
fine.
she married has the same name. That's-
James,
Did you hear? Here's
James.
another weird. What's up?
I think we should call ICE on the air right now.
Oh, should we? Dude, like
Let's just report him.
it's ice on the air.
It's ridiculous.
That sounds potentially really good idea, but like
Yeah.
probably not a great idea.
No,
Yeah,
that'd be
I mean,
best.
they're good tenants. So,
Entrenched in reality.
Yeah, dude, if they're paying their bills,
But-
who cares?
yeah.
You're giving me a pretty good idea because I listen to a lot of prank call channels now, and they should be calling ICE all the time.
They fucking do that, dude. Yeah, like
That would be fucking hilarious.
Shave my testicles. There really is nothing like a shorn scrotum. It's rough to take that.
Is that Dr. Evil?
That's me this week. Sure.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah, speaking of shaved
Look at all
scrotum,
the
that
bad
Keksburg UFO replica looks like a shaved scrotum.
It's a bit. It's a bit like a maybe like a uncircumcised penis, but the head's just popping out a little bit.
Yeah, so I know. Here's a little rundown for people that don't know. In 1965 in
Okay, here
Keksburg, PA, a fireball was reported by citizens of 6 U.S. states and Canada over Detroit, Michigan, Windsor, and Canada. Astronomers said it was likely a meteor burning up, basically. NASA released a statement in 2005 reporting that experts had examined fragments of the area and determined that it was a Russian satellite, but records of their findings were lost in the 1990s. NASA responded to court orders and freedom of and FOIA's request to search the records. The the incident gained wide notoriety in public culture and ufology, and with speculations ranging from alien craft to debris from the Soviet space program Cosmos 96, and is often referred to as the Pennsylvania's Roswell.
Yes.
And now they turn it into a little fun festival, right?
So the first time I heard of this incident, I don't know, I might have heard of it before, but I've, been high for like 20 years, so I might have forgotten. But
Respect.
Most recently, anyway, like 2 years ago, when Unsolved Mysteries, the OG one with Robert Stack, got put on
the good one, yeah.
I watched back through it, and there is a Keksburg UFO incident episode. Now, that's kind of what made it like popular again. Right now, this year was their 14th year of doing it. So starting the fest started in 2005, and the Unsolved Mysteries episode must have been like 95, I would imagine, to a couple years later. So from that episode, in the episode, they spent money to actually make a replica of the Keksburg UFO acorn, they call it.
Yeah.
To show, to display it. It's a really good episode. It's probably the most encompassing thing I've seen on the Keksburg and compelling thing I've seen on the Keksburg UFO incident. It's actually really cool. It interviews this guy who was a kid at the time. His farmhouse backed up to the woods. The thing crashed into the woods. Locals got on the scene right away, and just shortly after that, the police were there, and then military officials were there, and they had rifles and shit, and they were making people back away. So then this kid was awakened and saw his family talking to military officers. Military jeeps pulled up, were talking to his parents. They set up what he says was a command center in their dining room, and they were talking about the backyard where the thing was and everything like that. Then a caravan of military vehicles came, took the thing out on the back of a truck covered in a camo tarp,
Oh shit.
and it went away. So that's what they had, in this Keksburg UFO festival parade. They had all the firefighting trucks and everything, because it was a volunteer fire department run thing. But a lot of vehicles from all these surrounding counties and everything. But then they had all these military vehicles, jeeps. They had these girls dressed up as sexy men in black people. They had
girlfriend.
They had a big tarp covered thing on a truck. It's cool. And then also in the UFO, the Unsolved Mysteries episode, the guy says that someone else was interviewed and said that when they were kids, they went out the next day into the woods to look for what it was. And when they were down there, people in radiation suits with Geiger counters came by and were like, "What are you guys doing here? You can't be here," and all that stuff. So it's pretty fucking interesting. It's one of the cases that I actually have been the most interested of. It seems the most legit, even though it could very well have just been military shit that crashed.
This
and
dude MUFON said it was investigations led them to speculate the object that landed in Keksburg was a GE Mark II reentry vehicle, basically, that had been launched by the Air Force as a
yeah. Because all
there's also been rumors that it was the Glocka, the bell.
Nazi bell.
That's the best one. But yeah,
Yes.
it looks just like fucking space reentry capsules that would float in the ocean or some shit. But the Nazi bell one, there's so many articles about how it could be the same thing, and people said that snuck down and looked at the thing, allegedly, supposedly, they said that it was covered in like weird writing that could be like
like hieroglyphics type shit.
but that could easily be Russian shit or something.
It's just a foreign language. It's Russian.
It some towel heads.
It's some towel head, right?
It probably was Russian.
It's just symbols.
It probably was Russian, and they were like, "Oh, we'll never speak of this again."
Oh God.
So how many days were you like? What was this town like? How many days were you here?
So we came in Friday night. We left Sunday afternoon.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, we were. Lady Aboshi, she rented some like little apartment thing,
like an Airbnb.
Sort of, but even like lesser than that, because the woman was
like an air.
It was it wasn't quite an air, it wasn't quite a B&B.
Yes.
It was just like a really
we rented somebody's backyard.
It was like
a tent in a tent city.
Like,
you can put your tent in my backyard any day.
Dude, it was weirder. It was like a converted building from the 1700s. And
wow.
That had like 6 units or 4 units, and we came up. I was drunk as shit because I was drinking the entire ride because she was driving, and we both had a fucking And hey, it's my birthday. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
We had to piss so bad. We get out, and the woman's there, and she starts telling us the history of the fucking world, and I'm like, I gotta fucking piss my pants. And she's like, "Oh, let me show you your room." And then she like shows us the apartment, and she's like, "Oh, this one's not clean. Fuck. Let me take you to another one." I didn't want to book you guys up in this unit because the Westinghouse people are in the next unit. I'm like,
what?
Who the fuck are the Westinghouse people?
You just have to piss. You don't care about any of this at all.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, shut up. Get the fuck out of here. We was pissed. And then, so we just got drunk at a local place. And then Saturday was like the day. And we went and got food. And then we went out there. We caught the parade. It was like 2 p.m. I had all this OBDM merch to give, flyers and stickers and everything to give out. So I was like drunk, like, yeah, I'm going to talk to fucking every weird person I can find, right? So the parade fucking ruled. And then seriously, first people we see is these 2 chicks wearing tinfoil hats. I'm like, yo, here you go. Like, you want this stuff, and got pics with them and shit.
You want this.
if anyone's listening to this, actually, if you have Instagram, you can go to Ducky, DUCKY_Dahmer. I took like 1 million fucking pics of this place. It was great. So me and Lady Obushi were just like talking to people, mingling with people. Right away, we find these like 9 foot tall Bigfoot wood carving Johns
and grab balls.
So yeah, we're just grabbing their balls, taking pics of each other, like sexually assaulting these Bigfoot. And then this guy's like, "Oh, this redneck. Everyone's a redneck there, basically." And they're like, he's like, "Oh, you guys are looking like you're having too much fun. Let me get your picture." So then we got to pose with it and stuff.
Yeah, man.
And, talk to that dude. His name was I got some show notes here.
Got some notes.
Yeah, I got notes. I got some notes.
His name was Ted.
His name was Snuffy.
Oh, okay.
It's a good name.
Business is Snuffy Spitting Image Bigfoot Carving and Burl. So this dude, we start talking to him and his wife because she had another little tent next to him selling alien jewelry and shit. And I got in a conversation with the dude, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like we actually fucking saw a dog man one time." So I talked to him for a while. We talked to him for a while, and he was all busy and shit. But I was like, yeah, maybe you could call into OBDM. I'll link up with you, and then you can tell your story. Actually, I commented on the Facebook page and asked if I could drink anywhere in public or if there would be beer. And he was the person that answered my question and said, yeah. So I had interacted with him before. So,
nice.
So he was all, kind of like standoffish. Like, all right, he's all right, whatever. I gave him some shit, whatever. And then there was a brewery, and the people were like, yeah, come, trying to get people in the brew tent. So it was called Helltown Brewery. Apparently, Keksburg was known back in the day as Helltown because when you would roll in, it was all mines and smelters and shit, and the whole place was just like constant smoke and gas and stuff. So Helltown Brewery, we got some beers. They had all alien themed beers, so we were drinking there, and I passed out a bunch of flyers, put them all over the tables, and these locals started talking to us, and then they came back. They're like, yo, they need to be have a bed race team so they can sponsor their brewery. You guys want to do it? And Lady Eboshi was like, yeah, and I was like, all right, I guess, I got some other fat guy to do it. So I was like, all right, this is fine. So then we got real drunk, and we were already drunk. We drank a bunch more, and then we're like, we'll be back, and then
we'll be back to roll this bed.
Yeah, roll some fucking beds, and we walked around, and we got to all the vendors, and we went in and saw all the inside shit, which was like crafts and speakers and all this shit, and talked to people all drunkenly. I spammed everyone with all the OBDM shit. So you guys need to get me some Mothman flyers.
Oh man,
on that Mothman, because honestly, Mike gave me so much shit, and he had given me a bunch of personal shit before, and I handed it all out within like 3 hours. Like,
nice.
Man.
The second day, we didn't even come back because we were like, let's just go back. It was a 4-hour ride home. Like, let's just go back. Because,
yeah.
Like, I already did everything. I handed out all the flyers. I talked to 1 million fucking people. We're like, that's fine, So, but I talked to all the speakers and everything. I got their info so I could check out their books and their shit later. I was like, whatever, this isn't going to be anything. But but
I was just gonna say, is there do they have like speaking engagements type?
Yeah, they had a conference on Sunday, which we didn't stay for, but it was only going to be an hour long. But I found out who was all going to be speaking and stuff. I actually talked to them.
Yeah.
And then I was like, nah, what?
I get the gist.
It was very it was like a small town 4th of July parade.
Yeah.
That was alien themed, mixed with a county fair, but it was only 2 blocks wide. That's basically what it was like. but there were legit like 500 people, and I'm sure on the Sunday all kinds of new people would have been there. I would have loved to have like 100 more flyers because I would have talked to everyone again,
Man.
But and there were a lot of people I met that they were going to be at Mothman. So, and I was like hoping to see them again the next day, but I wasn't going to get too like drunk out there. We had to come home and then go to work yesterday morning, so it was like that was it. We didn't do take off or anything, but yeah. So like. I met some really cool vendors there. I met this cool couple from Kentucky. They have 2 Instagrams. I don't know if it matters to say, but the one was Shanghai, like the city, Jinx, JINKS on Instagram, and the other one was Mystic Novelty Co. They had really cool 3D printed shit. They had that from that one Mexican temple, Aztec. I think it's Aztec temple. They found those gold carved effigies of things.
Yeah.
And the one is that spaceship looking, or like B-2 bomber looking shape. You know what I'm talking
interesting.
about? I don't know what it's called. They had 3D printed that. They had 3D printed Keksburg acorns. They had I bought a bunch of shit from. So did Lady Abashi bought us a bunch of shit. She bought me a lot of shit for my birthday. A lot of pointless, retarded shit, toys and stuff that I shouldn't even have for, retarded.
Let's get that.
I was just drunk. Like, can we buy this? Can we buy this? About fucking everything I saw. it's the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter.
Oh yeah.
The Goblin. They had like a 3D, maybe 8-inch tall resin and hand painted Goblin. It's got one of those Johns.
The
That
Goblin.
was pretty cool. And then they had Flatwoods Monsters stuff that we got.
Okay.
And I think she also got like a Bigfoot like printed tea towel, like for your, hangs on your oven or whatever. But yeah, so that was really cool. Yeah, so much bullshit. There was so much more I wanted to. I got a bunch of shirts from just like random organizations. I was like, that's cool, I want that. That's cool, I want that. And they're just like, do you
the local Volunteer Firefighters Association?
Well, yeah, we got a Keksburg shirt that was the Volunteer Firefighters Department thing, which was cool as fuck. But then there was this one organization. It was called Goosebumps Paranormal Society out of Pittsburgh. Wow. And I didn't even talk to them. I was like, I want that shirt. I want that hat.
I want this.
Yeah. they didn't ask questions. They didn't try to tell me. They were like, okay. So that was cool. But yeah, we did the bed race. We did horribly. We were the oldest people doing it. It was all like kids mostly doing it. And we were shit-faced. So we got in last place and we were just like,
our bed sideways.
I was like, I'm drunk. We're drunk. This dude we were with, he was like, shh, don't say that.
Say that.
But we got sponsored by the Helltown Brewery, so we all got free Helltown Brewery shirts. They have aliens on the front of them, and
oh, nice.
It was fat, dude. It was really cool. But so some notes I got, there was this couple that did this one. I guess they were Bigfoot researchers, whatever. They had a book called Paranormal Bigfoot. If anyone's heard of that.
Nope.
Paranormal Bigfoot.
It was Bill and Amy Lancaster, and it was cool because I talked to them a little bit because of the paranormal Bigfoot element of it. Was that, like it ties into all that when you get crazy with missing 411, like, well, maybe the Bigfoot's interdimensional, maybe it's all interdimensional, maybe these places are like portals that you piss through and Bigfoot comes out.
Piss through that portal.
So that was cool. They were, everyone was like a middle-aged crazy person at their booth, but they were all cool.
Middle-aged crazy person,
dude. They are.
And I was just talking to them about OBDM.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? It's good that I don't have any more flyers because you guys would throw them away. Like,
yeah.
You take it. They had enough of me even talking.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the dumpsters of Keksburg were filled with OBDM flyers.
so oh my god, dude, I threw them everywhere. There was
just like I promised, right?
Donnie John. There is a big sign when you walk in that said like Keksburg UFO information, and it would hold schedules, but they were all gone. So I put OBDM flyers in there. Nice. And that's where like hundreds of people have to walk by. And
you just grab one. Yeah.
I came back and they were all gone. And I'm like, either someone from the fire department threw these out immediately, which is they possible. Got circulated. I don't know. And Mike said that he got a lot of emails already, and he said, which is weird. Like, I wouldn't expect people to contact him. I'd expect them to go on the YouTube or something. And he said that they were mostly good. So like, there's probably people pissed.
There's some guy handing out all this
like,
stuff.
What the fuck? Yeah, like I'm like a solicitor or something.
Yeah,
and then also I handed them out to people that looked like they would be interested, like tattooed people and stuff, and gave them the stickers so that they could really experience it and laugh about it.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of local people that got their hands on them, and they were probably pissed. And I kept being like, oh yeah, it's about like UFOs and conspiracy theory and Bigfoot's dick and everything. And I just walk away from them.
And Bigfoot's dick.
So, but some other shit real quick. The books and the people I was talking to about the books, there was someone named Timothy Green Beckley. He had a book called
Tim Beckley. Yep.
Weird Winged Wonders about, and it was like all about all cryptids. There is an old dude named Raymond Andrew Keller II. He had a couple of books. They're on Amazon. Raymond Andrew Keller II. The one book that I actually looked at was called The Final Countdown: Rockets to Venus. So he showed me shit from a local newspaper that was in his book, scans from in his book that were from the mid 60s that showed him as like an older teenage dude, and he was like doing local newspaper for it and everything. So that seemed pretty legit, and that he was like, yeah, I've been doing this for like
a long time,
60 fucking years or something.
Yeah,
he was like in his 70s easily. They had the Hangar One guys from the UFO Files on History Channel, Ben Moss and Tony Angiola, something like that. We both talked to them. They were trying to get us to buy their DVDs ripped from the fucking History Channel thing. I was like,
I already watched it.
You know, like, dude, I'll stream that for free. Like, I'll pay $1 on Amazon. I don't know. Like, and they were the dudes that were the MUFON Connects for the festival. That were going to speak the next day. And after I talked to them for 10 minutes, I was like, I don't need to hear you speak. Like, I'll just watch your shitty thing later. And then so Goosebumps Paranormal Society from Pittsburgh. And then Snuffy Spitting Image, that guy. I didn't say. So yeah, that guy found me later, and I don't know where Lady Oboshi was, but he was like, "Hey, do you want to have a meeting in my truck?" And then he like, you know,
totally
like
hand to hand,
you know, like smoking a spliff. And I'm like, man, I'll be back. I'll be back. We got to go do this bed race and bullshit or whatever. And then I came back and I was all wasted, and he was like, "Hey, you want to do that meeting?" And I was like, shit, I haven't smoked in like a month. I'm trying to get a new job, but my girlfriend can smoke now. So because she just got a new job. So we went, and he had like a box truck in the back, just had like coolers of beer, seat set up, and he had a bunch of weed he grew. I don't know if I should be divulging this information, but
yes.
On his he said he had homegrown weed from his farm from wherever he was from. So they blazed, and we just drank and hung out with this dude. He seemed really relieved to find people that weren't uptight and
found some people. Yeah.
Like he came back. He found me 3 different times. He was like,
come on, man.
Come on, man. I was like, all right, let's do it. So that dude fucking rolled. I mean, his 9-foot tall Bigfoot carvings looked awesome. He did Bigfoot heads. He did bowls and shit. He, you know, I'm sure a lot of yuppies just bought his like fine wood craft.
His fine wood craftsmanship.
Aside from, you know, a 9-foot tall Bigfoot you would have out front of your house, which I would totally buy. It was cool as shit. So yeah, so that's the wrap up.
Man, it's beautiful.
I know. Dude. It was a lot.
Only Cruise and Mistake will give K-Dog a half an hour platform to talk about shit. That's what we do.
Mike used to do that till he got wise of me, and
he got wise. Yeah, he had to cut you off because
he had to cut me off.
Yeah, but who cares? We'll let you rant. This entire time, I was doing a little surfing and stuff. Well, I was still listening to you, K-Dog, because I appreciate all your words, but. I just realized we have like tons of YouTube comments from the shows that Jerry posts that I never knew existed. So I was just scrolling. Yeah, so we may do a segment.
Oh my god!
Hey, did you guys read those? That guy that left like 15 comments on OBDM shit about missing 411 the other week.
I know that Mike's. I remember Mike and Joe saying that somebody was like pretty upset with him, but
they read some of them, but the screen grabs were in the chat. I'll have to go back and find them and tag you guys.
So I can imagine.
Funny, dude. It's this dude like Like, you guys are fucking idiots. Of course the Bigfoot vocal range would be different. What are you, retarded? If you're standing on a stump, these guys are dumber than shit. And there was like 15 of them like that.
Dude, they get so much hate. They get a lot of hate.
Meaner. And the guy went back and deleted them all, though.
Wasn't that the dude, when they had Ryan Dawson on there, they just got a ton of hate from Ryan Dawson's fans?
Oh, probably. People hate him.
Yeah.
He's banned from YouTube now, so
Ryan Dawson?
OBDM's probably not. Yeah, it just happened.
Really?
And, OBDM, they're probably YouTube's probably going through their videos now. Like, this isn't okay.
Well, yeah, dude. And then they're gonna find RZA on there dropping N bombs,
saying the NF bomb.
Jeez.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Well, hey, all right, guys. Thanks for having me. And,
hey, K-Dog. Thanks for hanging out.
Guys.
Yeah, it's great.
Smell you later.
Smell you later.
Bye.
Bye. Man, James, and then there were two.
There were two. We made it to the end.
I'm just gonna kick K-Dog because I don't think he knows how to get out of here. So I'm just gonna remove him. See you later. Yeah, dude. It's over.
It's over. It's just begun.
It's only the beginning. So yeah, we got some shows coming up this week, guys. Thursday, Darren Grimes from the Grimerica Show, same time,
same place,
and then Sunday, Ryan Peverly from A Culture, same time. Come hang out with us. Listen to some shows, and thanks for listening.
Come
thanks
do
for
it.
Donations. Send us some donations. Send us some emails. Send us some anything. Thanks for everything. You guys are great. Without you, there would be no Cruising with Steak. Just remember that.
That is true. That's true.
Long show tonight. So good night. Goodbye. Good luck. Farewell.
That day that I brought you a basket of flowers, I was drenched to the bone, I'm talking April showers, praying to the powers that may be, that you'd be my baby, you'd be my baby, like a dream come true, you could take away my blues, you got all the right moves, shoes, like a dream come true. You can take away my blues. You got all the right moves in your Judy Garland ruby slipper shoes. And there's no place like home. There's no place like home. When you cook your homemade my dad, and would it be rude? Would it be rude if I were to ask where the food at? Where the food at? You'd probably be like, why you do that? Why you do that? Like a dream come true. You can take away my blues. Is just fragile and made of porcelain parts, and it's in a shopping cart barreling down a steep hill with a brick wall built at the bottom, at the bottom, at the bottom.